Charles Cowart, FTT 104 Gunsmithing Tools Lab. First, I would like to say that my area is free of any and all live ammunition, and I need to clear this Sig Sauer 6.5 Creedmoor. First step to clearing it is ejecting the magazine. There are no rounds in the magazine. Next step, ensuring the firearm is on safe. You can see that it is on safe. And then putting the bolt to the rear, both visually and physically inspecting the chamber to ensure there is no ammunition in the firearm. This firearm is safe. The next part of this video will be field stripping this Sig Cross 6.5 Creedmoor. For the Sig Cross, field stripping is considered magazine removed and bolt removed. And the way we remove the bolt is there's a button here on the foldable stock. You take that, press it, lifts slightly, and move the stock over approximately 90 degrees. Lift the lever on the bolt, pull the bolt back, it'll reach a stopping point. Press the bolt release, and there you go. The bolt is out. From this point, it's considered field stripped. You have a clear access to the barrel for cleaning the barrel. You can clean the basically outer portions of the bolt, and you have clear access to the chamber as well. And that is it for field stripping. So before I get into detail stripping, you'll notice there's only a bolt and a magazine here. The reason is Sig Sauer has a proprietary fire control group, and they do not allow anyone that is not a Sig Sauer gunsmith to do any work. What that means is if you take it to a local gunsmith and you try and have them do anything to the fire control group, then that immediately voids your warranty. The same with barrel removal. That's only to be done at the Sig Sauer facility. This rifle was designed to be able to both be field stripped and, in SIG's terms, detail stripped in the field using no tools. And the reason behind that is they consulted with long-range shooters, long-range hunters, and long-range snipers from the military. And there was a desire, depending on the environment, where they may be backpacking this gun through some really rough territory, and they want the ability to ensure that their gun is good to go before they set up for shooting, after they have already gone through all that territory. So instead of needing to use a giant kit of tools to get this rifle at peak performance, all they simply needed was an area with a firm surface, the lubricants they may need, and maybe a towel or a rag. And that's really all they need to detail strip, according to Sig Sauer, this rifle. The first part of detail stripping this rifle is to take apart the magazine. There's a button at the bottom on the butt plate. You simply depress that and then slide the butt plate forward, holding the spring and follower together, and then slowly letting it out. And that is the magazine completely apart. The next step is the disassembly of the bolt. First thing you're going to do is decock the bolt. Simply hold the bolt and twist until it's decocked. Next step, put the bolt face down on a hard object. Something, you preferably want something with a little bit of cushion so you don't damage your bolt face with your extractor and your ejector. And you're going to push down this shroud, this plastic shroud. You're going to push that down, and you'll see that the bolt handle is partially out. Once you've done that, you You just pull, and the striker assembly comes out, spring, everything. That is as far as you are authorized to disassemble the striker and spring. Next step, you remove the bolt handle. Then you've got this cam pin in here. You can just push that down with your hands, and as you see, it starts to come out. You remove that, and that allows you to remove the bolt. There's your extractor and your ejector. The extractor and ejector are also not authorized to be removed, although you can see there is a pin to remove those. And that is really it for our detail stripping the SIG Cross, at least as far as you're allowed to go without having to send it directly to Sig Sauer. As far as reassembly, it's just the reverse. So first thing you're gonna do is you put your bolt back in, and it'll only go in one way. So you notice it's partially out. You just go ahead and put that in. Then you put the bolt pin in. You want to ensure that the hole is lined up where the firing pin will go in. Partially put the bolt in. Lined up to where the firing pin can go through. Get it in there. Next thing you do, you press the shroud down, fully insert, and then simply recock the striker. And there you go. Your bolt is ready for reinsertion. Next, you have to reassemble the magazine. Insert your follower and spring into the magazine. While depressing, you slide the base plate back on, and it snaps into place. Reassembly of the SIG Cross is simple. You take your bolt and bolt carrier, you slide it in to the groove, go all the way forward, close the bolt. Now you can manipulate the stock, lock the stock back in place, and it is assembled.